The price of gas is so bad, I went into a station and asked the clerk for $5 worth of gas. He farted and gave me a receipt.
Look.
Are Americans' financial situation motivating you to make a deal?
Not even a little bit. The only thing that matters when I'm talking about Iran, they can't have a nuclear weapon. I don't think about Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I think about one thing.
It's gotten it's gotten so bad. Everything on the social media is doom and gloom and people screaming. I put together a whole bunch of clips for you. I'm just gonna shut up. Funny little clips about the prices of gas, the price of fuel going through the roof. So without any ado, let's get moving on it, okay?
Damn! Gas is $9?
Bro, no, that's the time. The gas is over there.
Oh. Damn!
It's $10 a gallon.
$10 a gallon?
Yes, sir.
People out here taking pictures, they don't even believe it. $8, $8.21. You might as well get you a horse.
Nigga, why am I in traffic? Why am I in traffic? Come on, bro.
Bitch. Get on in there now.
I need 20 gallons of gas. Please bend over the hood of your car to make payment.
Just to finish it off, why don't you give me a swift kick in the balls?
People now. There goes my college fund. There goes my inheritance. Looks like I ain't gonna have to start hitchhiking.
I have $3.74. Do something to me.
I think she just changed the price.
$3.99. Hey, y'all see what we doing out here? Oh, fucking
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run. So I ran to the end of the road. When I got there, I thought maybe I'd run to the end of town.
What? We gotta get gas. Give me $20 of gas.
No, bro, I'm your girlfriend.
We're not boyfriend and girlfriend right now. We're enemies. You don't see the gas prices?
Okay, and?
What you mean, okay, and?
But I got my friends with me.
Are you? Hey, $20 of gas.
Oh my.
You got $20 cash?
Yeah, I got no cash.
How you don't got cash on you?
It's 2026. Who carries cash?
Don't worry, tap the pay. Apple Pay, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, Cash App.
You got Afterpay?
What you mean Afterpay? You gonna before pay. Driving down the block is like going from New York to Disneyland.
Yo, I just made mad money.
Nigga, that's the gas money right there. You gotta be more stingy with gas than a crackhead that's stingy for crack. Alright. You telling me I had to pay that much for gas? What am I fueling, a private jet?
Donald Trump, please help the fucking economy.
I only got 34 miles?
Can you turn on the AC or something, bro?
You got AC money? I see that you don't got no money.
You giving me clappers as a fan?
Clap yourself some air.
Well, I hope that brought some joy to your day here. I got some other clips here. You just, what can you say? You just have to laugh. You know, the economy is just going to shit. We're being told that it's in absolutely fantastic shape, nothing to see here. You know, it's beautiful. We got a president who says he doesn't care. You know, slightly out of context, I understand, but, you know. Oh, man, we just didn't need this right now. We didn't need this now. I mean, I don't need to tell you. We just didn't need this now. But let's check out these next row of clips here.
Bro, what you doing? It go right there.
Bro,
it's
got
not
$6, bro? Yeah,
bro,
they could pick that shit up. Now, I am not paying $9 motherfucking dollars for gasoline. No way.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? Oh, by the way, it's 4:45.
Well, I can't lie to you. This gas is getting crazy in Georgia, bro.
good lord.
Fuck you, Donald Trump. Fuck you, Donald Trump. Fuck you, Benjamin Netanyahu. Fuck you, this.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Not gonna play with me, bro, because I'm not gonna play. And I don't got nothing to lose. I don't got no family, nigga. I don't got no kids, nigga. I don't got nothing, nigga.
Alright, bro. You can slow down. You can slow down.
Gas prices are up. Only 50% since the start of the Iran war. And Trump is looking to solve this back-breaking problem for Americans. He's proposing a federal gas tax holiday. But with federal gas tax being just 18 cents a gallon and gas prices up $1.50 since the start of the war, it ain't much. What would help is a state gas tax holiday. State taxes are a much bigger component of gas prices. California levies 71 cents a gallon, Illinois 66, and Kentucky actually already has reduced their tax by 10 cents. With Trump saying the Iran ceasefire is now on life support, pressure on gas prices isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So Trump administration, let's try to figure this one out, because one could argue these higher gas prices are self-induced.
Breaking news just a few minutes ago out of Washington that the Federal Reserve has come out and said that gasoline prices will average at least $5 per gallon by June, and they said there's no way to stop this with what's happening in the economy. Buckle up, it's going to get worse.
You might have seen charts like this that show gas prices at a record high since the start of the Iran conflict. But if you're just looking at this line going up and down, you're not getting the full picture of who bears the burden and, frankly, where gas prices are hitting hardest. Look at this map of metro areas across the United States. Now, what it's showing you by the deeper blue color is who's driving the furthest. But places in the southeast where populations have actually been booming, they're driving much further distances, sometimes over 250 miles per day. That's a lot of gas you got to put in your car to cover those distances. So let's look at what this looks like for a typical household in America. So that's 2 drivers, and maybe on average, they're driving about 200 miles per week per person. Well, over the month, that's going to cost them a little bit over $200 at gas prices from before the Iran conflict. Today, when gas prices have gone up at least $1 to $4 a gallon on average, that's costing them an extra $70 per month. Now, that's real money for the median household in America, who earns about $70,000 a year. We're talking about a 1% pay cut just because of the conflict that's happening half a world away. But the burden's even higher for those who earn lower incomes in America. So if you look at the lowest 20% of households by income, it's about 18 million households. When prices go up, for some of those households, they might be losing actually 5% of their weekly or monthly income for as long as those gas prices are elevated. That also has a compounding factor on federal and even state elections. Currently, at the national level, Republican represented districts, their constituents, they drive 26% more miles than current constituents in Democratic-controlled districts. What does that mean? You can expect oil prices and gasoline to be a major campaign issue. So how does all this data add up? First off, Americans, we're still really addicted to gasoline. And one of the lessons of the 1970s oil crisis, it caused us to totally change how we regulate vehicles. We made sure they were more fuel efficient. Our partners and colleagues in Europe, they actually focused on getting people out of their cars completely. They built more bike lanes. They made transit more attractive. And now it's a lot easier for European households to stay away from the pump entirely. This is going to be a big question going forward. Are Americans going to keep building out more bike lanes, faster buses, just more infill housing to actually help us avoid the next oil crisis whenever it pops up?
Errol, we are really feeling the brunt at the pumps. And the thing that's really annoying to drivers is that it seems like prices go up so fast, right? Yeah. They come down much more slowly. As we like to say, gas prices take the elevator up, they take the stairs down. So even if we saw the oil price come down to 90 and stay there for a while, I would not expect sub $3 gas anytime soon. That is highly unlikely. And as you heard in Nancy's piece, the economists out there are saying, drivers, you better be prepared. This is going to be hurting through the summer, maybe through the end of the year.
Yikes. Is there any evidence that you see that consumers are cutting back on their spending?
It's interesting. Not in like the biggest, broadest way, but when you listen to some of the corporate earnings that were released this week, so you think about McDonald's and you think about Whirlpool and you think about Domino's, they are all saying we aren't seeing a huge retreat yet, but they warn that's the risk in the future. Obviously, if you're paying $50 or $100 a month extra for gas, you are likely going to pull back somewhere else. The thing is about consumers, they were sort of lucky that those tax refunds came in at the right time. That allowed them to absorb higher prices. Going forward, once they plow through those tax refunds, not going to be so easy. A lot of people are going to be looking to throw some money on their credit cards. They're also going to look at pulling back in other areas of the economy.
Yeah, no, you don't know, so I'll let you know. Just kidding. Federal gas tax, 18 cents. I've heard a couple of reports say that even if they, drop the gas tax through the feds, that we would maybe only see 13 cents. Well, not to be grateful, but too little, too late. I filled up with diesel 3 days ago, and now I run premium diesel. I have an older diesel truck, and running premium, I don't have to put any additives in, okay? If you run regular number 2 diesel, you have to put additives in, so it equals out. Whole nother video. But anyway, why is it takes people in our government forever to do anything? To me, it's almost like it's done on purpose. Like they purposely do it because they're so filthy rich and they're making so much money on their secretive board consulting jobs that they never show up for but get paid billions of dollars to their funds for re-elections and their illegal stock trades. The American experiment is not working anymore, okay? In order for us to be the greatest country in the world, what we need to do is to get rid of every politician and just send them to Antarctica. Just get rid of them all and start over with people who are committed. People like me who would be committed to making a difference and doing what's right for the country, not for corporate interests. If I was elected president, I would immediately do an executive order that lobbyists are no longer allowed. Illegal stock trades are no longer allowed. You come into Congress, you come into the House, you come into the Senate. That's it. Your stock trading days are done. And I don't mean just a representative. Representative can't hire somebody or have somebody in the family do it for them. No. Your stock trades are done until you get out. Most of the people that are in our government right now, if that would happen, they wouldn't be there any longer. They would leave. They'd be gone. Because the faucet of money would be turned off. You know, what I am afraid of is that this is going to keep on carrying on. If this ends up being like the Russian-Ukraine war, oh boy. If you look at history, a recession is going to nail us down. We're not in a recession now. I know you watch social media and it's just like, well, we're in a recession. We're in a recession. If you actually look at history, in 2 years from now, if this keeps on going, there will be a massive recession. The credit cards are going to be full. The bankruptcies, the foreclosures, the repossessions are going to be just staggering. Epic. Epic levels of all of it. In a previous video, and I'll tag 2 videos at the end, you know, you can put those little cards up there. I did a video on the fact that I bring up the point that current fuel, current crude in the system is what's keeping us at the price levels that we are at now, okay? The fuel prices, when something happens, the crude prices immediately blow through the roof. So you wake up in the morning, you turn on your favorite TV show, you turn on your favorite social media, and it's just like, this happened across seas, meaning that, let's say a refinery explodes. Well, the following day you walk out the door and the gas prices jump 10, 20, 30, 40 cents. That is done on purpose. That is corporate greed, 100%. Because it takes 60 days from the time that ship shows up at the shore, off pumps the crude oil, makes it through the refineries, puts it into the trucks and over to your favorite convenience store. It takes 60 days. So within that 60-day period, that 10 cent, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 cents that the price skyrockets, that's all extra profit for all these companies. Think about it. So I'm afraid that this is just going to get worse. And the fact of the matter, and I did another video, part of it explains this too, that This really has nothing to do with nuclear weapons. It has to do everything with the petrodollar, because Iran was starting to trade and sell their crude oil for, if they're selling it to China, China buys a lot of it. They were taking the money back in yen. Other countries that they were dealing with, they were changing with their currency based on, you got the yen currency based on the dollar value. But if the yen currency has a higher value than the dollar, well then, Iran wins. If the yen is equal to or lower than what the dollar is, then all Iran had to do is say, okay, well, you got to pay extra yen in order to meet the dollar. They're playing both sides of the fence. Smart business. But this war has to do with that petrodollar. Petrodollar is slowly going down the toilet. America is slowly going down the toilet in debt. I suspect that by the time President Trump leaves the White House, we're probably going to be about 50 trillion in debt. Where we're at right now is unsustainable. It's costing us $2 trillion a year to stay where we're at. If we hit 50 trillion and the economy and inflation keeps on going and the interest rate cut that might happen doesn't save us, and let me, I'll get into that in a second. If that doesn't save us, we're cooked. We're cooked. We're going to be bankrupt. So when the economy goes, when the economy starts to slow down, the economy goes bad, it's normal for the Federal Reserve to start raising interest rates. So the whole idea is you raise interest rate that slows down purchasing, it slows down the factories, and then they have to lower their prices to bring inflation down. This is just, sub 101 here, okay? I'm not an economist. I'm just trying to bring this to light to you. There's another way to handle the situation if you have a high deficit, and that's to lower the interest rate, okay? It wouldn't help the economy get back on track faster, but it would do is lower your amount that you have to pay for your deficit, okay? Which could save the government just a ton of money and not having to pay, umpteen trillion a year in interest. Only one time before, once again, if you look at history, only one time before that was done, and it worked. But we're in different times. We didn't have China as one of the #1 largest manufacturers. We didn't have India being farmed out work, verbal telephone work, stuff like that. We didn't have India being farmed out work. All those countries were hanging on like a cat on a tin roof, at that time. Not anymore. Both China and India have really straightened out their economy. They're building their economy. China's the place to go to have something made quick, made good or bad, and made cheap. India, same thing. They have really built themselves up to be a good country. Not all of it. They have their slums, just, they're larger than what ours are. But they have their slums too, but in the end, they're coming along and tooting along quite well. The individual over there that runs that country is doing a really good job. China, their leader, doing a really good job. Unlike us who've completely emptied our reserves almost, China's been building their reserves. Matter of fact, China is sitting on a ton of petrol reserves. This keeps on going. China can just laugh it off because they have just that much oil in their reserves. They can outlast us. Russia, you know, most of their oil fields are owned by Russia. He can stay at war for as long as he wants and beat the economy in the United States on something as simple as having reserves that you didn't go and pilfer from just to get a vote. So anyways, I'll put those cards up somewhere up over here or wherever I decide they'll pop up, and you can check out what I was previously discussing. So we'll see you on the next one.